Hello everybody, Gingershadow here and welcome to another Minecraft mod review by me, and today I'm covering the RWBY mod, a mod I quite enjoy quite a bit because I played with this for a long time. This is a fun mod. I really enjoy this mod. At least I don't know what RWBY is. Like, I didn't the first time I actually got this mod. Basically RWBY is a series made by Rooster Teeth and it's freaking awesome. And it's got a massive fan base. And yeah, it's really good. You should go watch it. It's like free on YouTube, so why wouldn't you? Anyway, so onto the mod. Basically this mod adds a bunch of, well, adds a few ores to the world. Adds a structure that can spawn a couple of, well, it does add mobs in a dimension, but it's kind of like, it's only certain mobs spawn, some don't. And then there's a bunch of weapons you can craft. So it's really good. And the weapons are absolutely amazing. Well designed. We'll get to them in a second. So first off, just the 4 ores that can spawn underground, pretty much anywhere. We've got the different types of dust. So it's fire dust, ice dust, earth dust, and storm dust. And basically breaking these down, you just get dust from them. That's pretty much it. Actually, I can just do that right now. That's what I got the pickaxe for. I forgot the pickaxe in there. I also got armor for testing out the mobs later. We'll worry about that later. So there you go. Dust from each of them. Obviously, you put a little bit of fortune on this, makes it a bit easier, makes it go down a bit better. Get a few more bits of it. But now, yeah, so here's all the different types of dust. So we saw like the first few there. There is also movement dust, which you get from a certain location. There's also psychic and magma dust. Psychic dust you can get. Magma dust you can't. Magma dust has no like crafting recipe or anything. Like it can be used to craft these things, but there's no real way of getting it. Psychic dust you can get in places. And then the other dusts, I don't think you can't actually craft the earth. Yeah, earth dust can be crafted with movement dust. Movement dust can't be crafted. Ice dust can't be crafted. Yes, earth dust is the one you can actually craft, but you can find the rest of them all over the place. If you wipe out the dust together, like for storage or for the look, you can get this fire dust block, or well, any dust block. Dust blocks act the same as gravel, so like you set them down, and you break one, and the other ones fall. So it just applies that gravity effect. Then we've got the different types of iron, which they aren't all related to the dust. Most of them are, but some aren't. So like we've got the rose iron, which is it's an iron ingot and fire dust. The shadow iron, which is actually a coal piece with iron. There is frost iron, which is ice dust. There's light iron, which is earth dust. Wind iron, which is storm dust, and burning iron, which is magma dust. Magma dust being, you can't actually get magma dust. It's only creative mode in right now, so hopefully that gets added at some point in the future. Anyway, you can turn the iron ingots into blocks if you wait. Or you can. Okay, you can only spawn these in, apparently. I thought you could. Never mind. And then we've got the jars of dust, which you just craft a jar and then put dust in it. Again, just for storage purposes, I guess. If you want to store them in a cool way or just have a jar of dust. I don't know, with Bibliocraft up and little shelves and stuff, you know, have a jar of dust on your shelf for some reason. Sure, why not? Anyway, moving on from that stuff, that's just like the basic stuff that you need so you can start crafting the weapons, because most of the weapons are pretty simple, the ones that can be crafted, but then there's like some that are a bit more complex. Like there's a Crescent Rose here, which it's got like 7 bits to craft for it. Let's show here as well. It's got all the different pieces plus its ammo cartridge, and you get the Crescent Rose, which is a high caliber sniper rifle and does 20 damage, which is pretty damn good. But yeah, so for the different parts, it's pretty much just mostly iron, rose iron, the shadow iron, and some fire dust. And is there anything else shoved in there? No, for the most part, yeah, it's just those things. Then we've got the actual ammo itself. The ammo itself is, we need to actually make the ammo, but there's also there's the ammo magazine. So the magazine itself is just shadow iron and rose iron. You get 2 magazines. Then the actual ammo dust bullets, you have to make the actual bullets first, then you just equip it with fire dust and iron ingot. The bullets themselves are 8 for 1 shadow iron and 1 iron ingot. And the bullets, after you actually shoot your round off of the gun, or, well, the sniper rifle, but it's a sniper, but it's also a scythe. Yeah, everything in this show is basically also a gun. Well, not everything, but most things are also guns. In this show, it's one of the beautiful parts of the show. Actually, there's even t-shirts with "It's also a gun" put on it. It's beautiful. Like, I love the t-shirts from RWBY. I'm getting sidetracked. Don't worry about the merchandise. So basically, I'll just quickly grab this and just take this. So obviously, my Crescent Rose right now isn't loaded right now, but I just, like, as soon as I went to right click there to shoot, it just instantly reloads. So as you saw there, it reloaded itself It holds 8 ammo and it used a bit of durability. Also, when I'm holding it, I get speed 2 and jump boost 2, which is pretty damn good for just a weapon. Plus 20 attack damage, so yeah, this thing's going to tear through opponents pretty damn well. Like my little, I've got a Zarumaru NPC here. 21 damage, he's unarmored, so he gets the extra point of damage done to him. So yeah, you could literally tear through foes, and then if you want to shoot them, you can. 15 damage, 15 damage, 15 damage. Plus you see it causes recoil, which you can actually use to like basically fly, but you only get 8 shots, so like you're gonna run out eventually. It's like you can use the recoil to maybe jump up a bit higher if you want, if you need to, if you want to improvise something. Also here we've got the sniper form, which the sniper form's a bit glitchy. It's a bit glitchy sometimes. Like once now, like I'm in the sniper form now, and I'm like trying to go back out of it, but it won't let me. I have to actually hit something with it, like, for it to go in. If you want to go back into sniper form, just shift right click, and you can go into your sniper form. But then you can't get out of it until you actually hit something, like, that actually does damage with it. Or I guess maybe switch out the weapon. Hold on, should we try? No, it stays in that form. Can I just, like, toss it down, back up? You're gonna switch back? Nope, still in that form. Yes, you need to hit something to get it back. Anyway, so this is Crescent Rose. That's one of the main characters. There's 4 main characters, and their main weapons are all up here. The rest of the weapons are in chests. I'll show them up. But the 4 main characters, the ones that are really cool, the ones that really matter. Next up, I don't know how you pronounce this weapon's name, because I've never heard it being said in the show. But I originally thought it was called Mayatinastir, or I also heard it's called Mermaster. So take your pick. Basically, it's a lot more simple to craft because it doesn't have an ammo cartridge. Basically, it's a bunch of frost iron and movement dusts, and more frost iron. Pretty damn simple. And then you get this sword. And this sword for in Minecraft is probably one of my favorites for actually, like, running around. Because, right, first of all, it gives you speed 2, haste 2, and jump boost 2. So it gives you the same perks as the Crescent Rose, plus haste, meaning it's a rapier. It's really quick at hitting. So you're going to do a lot of damage really quick with it. But also, if you right-click with it while, like, just running or in the air, you do, like, a little fling forward type thing. It's really good for traveling, especially if you've got more kind of... If you're high up in the air and you use it, you can use that a few times to get me moving. Obviously, it uses durability, but it's still pretty awesome. Now, it's called a Dust Rapier. That's kind of like its multi-action function. It's not a gun, but it can do things. For instance, if I just shift right-click, it'll switch its mode... Or it should. No, I'm in survival mode, it won't work. Alright, so this one's bugged. I should say this now, in the latest version it's bugged anyway. It used to work. It used to be if you hit opponents, it used to gather up energy to use it. But if I go into creative mode, I can show off what it does. Hopefully this gets fixed soon. But anyway, so if I right click on the ground, I don't know why you've done that, but sure. Can I get... Why are you not making the beautiful plat... It's not meant to do that. It's meant to create a little thing on the ground, but it's staying as a block form for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, basically this is just a like little jump thing you can create. If you hit it just before you hit the ground, you can like... Hold on. There we go. You can get like a nice big jump boost off it. And it keeps going. So I think the idea is you could layer these and like get higher and higher. I don't know. It's just a fun feature. Okay, small interruption there. So... I don't completely remember what I was saying before. Basically, shift right click and you can switch its mode. I think it should actually, yeah, it tells you now. So right now it's on fire dust mode. Normally you'd think that means if you hold fire dust, like, it would work, but it doesn't. The function's just broken right now. I don't know why. It just kind of is. So, like, I think it's supposed to consume fire dust, or you're supposed to be able to load fire dust, or maybe the fire dust cartridge is into it, but just nothing ever seems to work. But anyway, while in fire dust mode, it basically creates a stream of fire, which is pretty cool. And then it's got one other mode, which is... That's it in plain mode. Then it's got ice mode, which, yeah, creates a stream of ice, which slows down enemies if they go inside it. So yeah, the rapier, this is probably one of my, like, favorite weapons for just in Minecraft purposes. Crescent Rose, why is it probably one of my favorites in the show, but no, Mayatinastir, Mermaster, whatever it's called, it's a fun weapon to use in Minecraft. I quite enjoy it. And then after that, we've got the Gamble Shroud, probably one of the more handy weapons, because it's got a bunch of things it can do. So for crafting this bad boy, we need a bunch of shadow iron, we need some frost iron, and we need a fire dust. Then it's more shadow iron and more frost iron, then more shadow iron. Then you need the bullets, so you need to pick a Gamble Shroud ammo magazine, which is just shadow iron for 2 magazines. And then the rounds like shown before. That's basically it. Then you get a Gamble Shroud. Gamble Shroud does 17 damage. Also, I never said the Mountain Steer Master, whatever it's called, does 14 damage. So it's slightly weaker, but it hits a lot quicker. Now, Gamble Shroud is a fun weapon, and it's one of the few RWBY weapons you can like dual wield, like if you've got the dual wield mod on. But basically, this weapon, it holds 6 ammo. Although in the older versions it was glitched, so like the ammo was basically unlimited. But I think that's been patched now. I think. And as you can see, the weapon itself gives you speed 2, fatigue 2, jump boost 4, and resistance. So it gives you a much higher jump, which is good. It doesn't give you, well, it gives you as much speed as well, but then it gives you the remaining fatigue, so you swing a lot slower, which is sad. Also, you notice it's doing a lot of damage. That was a crit. It swings a lot slower. That's because it's like a big massive cleaver. But if you shift right click, it switches form into its skinnier form. You lose the mining fatigue and you lose the resistance, so you can take more damage. But now the blade swings a lot faster. So, you know, there's that benefit. Because Gamble Shroud and the Shroud is 2 different weapons. Or there's 2 weapons, like the cleaver and then there's the kind of skinnier sword like this. Then the skinnier sword itself can turn into a gun, which we have here. Which only has 6 ammo, and it doesn't give him any knockback. Does 9 damage. And, oh, no, the glitch is... Oh, no, I'm in creative mode. So the glitch is still here. It's still limited. No, I'm in creative mode. No, it used to be a glitch where if you go off... It's not up to 18 ammo. Alright, hold on. I must go in survival and test this. Hold on. Is the glitch still on? Keep firing. And, yeah, we're out of ammo. Yeah, the glitch doesn't seem to be on. It used to be a thing where if you log off with it in your inventory, it like the ammo would jump up in it. But I think I got patched in the latest version. I'm not sure, though. Test it out and find out for yourselves. But yeah, that's the Gamble Shroud, one of my favorites. One of my favorites for just for cool looks, because if you've got it like the dual wield mod's really cool, and you know if you put it in the dual wield mod, you can dual wield them. Awesome weapon. Sadly, this next weapon can't be dual wield because if it came to real life and I had to pick one of these weapons to have, I would choose this one, the Ember Celica. It's essentially boxing gloves with shotguns inside them. You couldn't ask for a more beautiful weapon. Sadly, it only does 13 damage, which is quite odd. But yeah, that's just the thing. Basically, to make this weapon, it's not that complex as it looks. It's just 2 of the same thing, because this is meant to be 2 fists, but when you put it on, it's only 1 fist. Oops, give me that. Yeah, it's only 1 fist, which is quite sad. I'd love it if it covered 2, or if you could dual wield them or something. That's just not a thing. Now, to craft this, you need a bunch of light iron and shadow iron, and actually, just crafting that 1 log gives you the 2 pieces you need. Same with this one. Fire dust and light iron, and top one, same again. Shadow iron, light iron gives you the 2 pieces you need. Then it's just the cartridge. The Ember Celica is shotgun, like slugger shells type thing. It's like it's not the same kind of bullets as before. So like, you get your own cool little ammo thing for this. So you need earth dust, fire dust, and then you make you need to make the shells, and then the shells are 2 rose dust, and then you use 9 shells to create the ammo bit. Which I'm in survival mode, so I can just like. This one works differently. First of all, of course, obviously there's the punching, speed 2, haste 2, so. You lose the jump boost ability, but it has the haste that punches really fast, which is good. For shooting, it's different. It's not like the arrows before, which I'm sure at some point he might update into bullets. I can only hope. So I'm just going to jump on this, just to get out of the way. I'm sure he'll update it to bullets at some point. I can only hope. Well, the mod hasn't been updated in a little while, but with RWBY Season 4 coming out soon, when I put this video out, I assume he's going to update at some point soon. But anyway, if we try reloading, and we shoot, there we go, instant reload, and it shoots a fireball, which... Did 9 damage there? Or was that 4? Did that even hit? I don't think that even hit. Hold on. 52. Yeah, it did like 5. Okay, so it doesn't do a hell of a lot. But it does set stuff on fire. So that's always nice. If you want to set stuff on fire, it's just... Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, and you can project yourself. You want to... I've ran out of ammo now. But no, you can project... Oh, there we go. If you jump up in there and launch, you can get the recoil. Actually, there's a little bit of recoil anyway. Yeah, there's very few weapons in this that don't cause a lot of recoil. Like, the Crescent Rose being a high-impact sniper rifle, obviously is going to cause a bunch of recoil. But luckily, the Gamble Shroud doesn't, so it's a good weapon for accuracy. But then, like, then there's the Ember Celica, which do cause knockback. But in the show, the character that uses them uses the Ember Celica to, like, fly through the air. So that it's a shame there's not more ammo so you can actually do that. Or it doesn't have a higher impact, like, a higher recoil so you can actually do that. But never mind. And now moving on, we've got some of the other weapons, which they have crafting recipes, but I don't think you can actually craft half this stuff. So like we've got the Crozier Morse, which apparently, oh, it does have a crafting recipe built in, finally. It used to not. Ice dust, yeah, okay, so this can all be crafted. Apart from the burning iron can't, because there's no magma dust, that's what it is. All these things require magma dust. Fire dust block, that can be crafted. Do you require magma dust? Nope, I think the... I don't even know how you pronounce that. I've never heard these names said in the actual show, so I don't know how they're pronounced. But yeah, this is a hammer, and this one can be crafted. The Stormflower can be crafted, I know that one for sure. I think... I'm just looking all this over quickly. Yeah, so the top two can't be crafted, the bottom two can. So this is the Crosier Morse, and you can get the Crosier Morse legit anyway. That really means you just can't craft it. Or, well, you can craft it because it has a crafting recipe and it has items. You just can't craft all the parts. Like, you can't craft this part because it requires a burning ingot. Then there's the Milo Akuyo, which is maybe a shield and sword. Or it's a shield and spear. And the spear is also a gun, but, you know. It's just the one thing in this. So, you know, I'm just going to pick these weapons out and we'll have a look at these. Different ones. So I've got the Crosier Morse, which is just a plain sword. It does not transform. It does nothing. It's in the show. It's just a sword. There's a shield that goes with it, and that's why you get resistance 2 buff, but you don't actually see yourself with the shield. And this one can be dual-wielded. Next up, I've got the Milo... I don't even know. This is just like a spear. Is that a spear? Kind of like a spear. I suppose, I don't know. I saw the main character throw it as a... not the main character. I saw one of the main characters, or one of the characters throw it as like a javelin type thing. So yeah, she uses this for fighting, but then she can also transform it to a rifle, which, whoop, is not loaded, and I'm in survival, so I can't use it, and there is no ammo cartridge for this, so, yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe one of the ammo cartridges will work, but I have no idea, because it just doesn't seem to work. But the Stormflower does have an ammo cartridge, so you can use this one. It can be over as well, so you make a Stormflower ammo cartridge here, and... same as before, Wind Iron, Shadow Iron, it gives you 2 of them. Then you just make the bullets and load it in, and then you fire away, which I left all the bullets, so I'm just going to go in creative mode for this, because that way I can just shoot them, so there we go. Apparently he's speaking to me. Also, these ones are a bit weird. Like, these are meant to be, like, SMGs, the Stormflower, but it causes a bunch of recoil. It also gives you speed 3, haste, and jump boost 3, so this is probably like the quickest one you're going to get, because this gives you the highest level of speed that I think any of them do. I'm not sure if there's any others that give you this level. But yeah, the bullets don't go as far, or like the arrows don't go as far. Or they do, if you curve it right. They seem to curve quite a bit. There we go, got that one somehow. But yeah, it's a nice weapon. It's also pretty damn strong at 18 damage, it's one of the strongest. And then we've got the hammer, which the hammer gives you mining fatigue and resistance, but it also like launches enemies way into the air, which is a fun little bit. And this thing also, like, the Stormflower has no transformation. It's just a gunblade. This one obviously turns to a rifle, but it has, like... it doesn't actually have an ammo thing made for it. So maybe one of the other ones would work, but I've never seen it work. Yeah, so this thing turns into a grenade launcher that shoots wither skulls. How much? Can I get it? Can I get you to stay in grenade launcher mode? No, I can't. Oh, there we go. I got it eventually. Yeah, you shift right click and... you hold to fire, but once it fires, it seems to turn back into its hammer mode, so that's just a thing. But yeah, it's still a pretty mean weapon if you want to launch people into the air, because... yeah, it's pretty good. I quite like the hammer. The hammer you can make the grenades for as well. They were in the chest over here, if I just quickly fly over. But unfortunately it requires magma dust, so you can't actually make them. Unless you get... like, you can spawn in magma dust, or if you have custom NPCs, create your own recipe for it, if you have another mod to create recipes. I'm assuming they'll put the recipe in for magma dust, or make it spawn in the world at some point, but whatever. You get 4 grenades per craft, but right now the only one that's really usable fully is a Stormflower of those 4. And I suppose Crosier Morse if you craft it, but to craft it you need to get the parts, which is a different story altogether. And you can get the hammer for the melee purposes, but that's about it. So those ones I guess are still kind of in development. There's some of the main 4 that are really fully done. After that we've got these ones. These ones are fun. These are 4 interesting weapons. So we've got Coco's handbag. We have got Fox's weapon. We've got a giant great sword, and we've got Velvet's box. These weapons are 4 other ones that have really nice renders in. So Coco's handbag has no crafting recipe. I don't think any of them have a crafting recipe. No, they don't. Yeah, none of them have a crafting recipe. I'll save Coco's handbag for later. First we'll go with this big sword. So the big sword, as you would think, does a lot of damage. 21 damage. 22 on this guy because he's unarmored. Gives you mining fatigue and resistance, and does a big massive bit of knockback and flies through the air. Fox's weapon gives you no buff. It looks pretty badass though. this would look intimidating. Someone ran at you. This, sure. 16 damage, quite basic. Has nothing else really to it. Velvet's box, because this, I think, it never really got updated. I don't know how the guy's going to incorporate Velvet's weapon into the actual game if he does. But basically, Velvet's weapon, you right-click it, just says, it's from Coco. Hey, come on, you spent all semester building that up. Don't waste it here. That's a reference to, like, the end of Season 2 of RWBY. So that's the thing. If you not watched the show, go check it and you'll know what I mean. And if I look at Coco's handbag. Coco's handbag gives you speed 2, jump boost 2. Does about 6 damage. Also, shift right click, it turns into a minigun, and then its damage goes way up, and it's just spews ammo everywhere. It's bright. It basically just consumes ammo in your inventory, and you can kind of use it from there. And I'm sure there's Oracle will come back someday. Speed boost 2, jump boost 2, still big massive minigun. If you're playing in some kind of mod battle where you spawn this thing in, yeah, this is a fun one to use on people, because it burns through ammo. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it can do quite a bit in that time. It could spew multiple enemies quite easily. It's a brilliant little weapon. By little weapon, I mean massive weapon of destruction. Anyway, moving on from there. See the number of ammo bits I just managed to pick up just from using Coco's. That's a lot pretty quickly. Anyway, next up we've got, well, it's a bunch of different weapons, but none of them really have. This one might have a render. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. None of these next ones have renders apart from the bottom few ones I just kind of picked out. So like, even if we just pick a few of them up, some of the cooler ones are like one of the more well-known ones from the shows, so like Winter Sword, Osmond's Cane. As cop people know who these are if you've watched the show, but basically they don't do anything. Crow's Sword shoots an arrow, but that's about it. Yeah, it's not that high powered, and none of them have crafting recipes really. So the giant sword you get that from a boss, one of the few mobs that are in this, and yeah, basically, wait, is this? This shoots an arrow as well. This is meant to be a blunderbuss. I was expecting this to shoot like a giant fireball, but it just doesn't. Amber's staff shoots a fireball. Amber from the Fall Maiden. Plus, oh yes, has 24 attack damage. It's one of the strongest things in the game, but it's not craftable and not really obtainable. So, yeah, there's that. And the rest are just kind of, none of them got renders, so they're not really that nice looking. These ones have got renders though, and these ones are beautiful. So we'll start off here. We've got Cardin's Mace. Why of all the things he chose Cardin? Cardin's like one of the worst characters in the show because he's like one of the bullies and no one likes him. So we got Cardin's Mace. It does 10 attack damage, so rightfully so, it's not very strong. But at least it looks cool because it's a rendered in mace. After that, we have got Reese's Hoverboard. Reese was a character introduced in Season 3 of RWBY, and Hoverboard used to do 21 damage, but right now it only does 9. And I can shift right click and turn it into a gun, which then does 21 damage, okay. Then go Hoverboard mode, which we can either use as a weapon, people, or we can like hold right click and just fly with it. Which, if I go in survival mode and try this, yeah, its durability doesn't go down. You just fly with it. It doesn't have a crafting recipe, mind you, so like you'd have to spawn it in. But yeah, essentially you get a hold of this weapon, you can just fly. I mean, you're going to take fall damage, but at least you can still fly. After that, we've got the Wilton Brush. This is a really cool weapon. This was, I believe it's Adam's weapon from the show, and it turns into a gun as well. But I'm in survival mode, so I can't actually shoot it, because none of these things have crafting recipes or actual really ammo. Like maybe if you get ammo in your inventory, it would work. It's quite a bit of kickback to it, Jesus. But the sword itself, the sword looks awesome. The sword looks cool. I like the sword. The sword, it's a nice sword. That also could be because I like red and black colors, but never mind. So yeah, tons of damage there. We've got Napoleon's Umbrella, which is a very weird weapon. It does, like, surprisingly, it doesn't have a transformation because there is actually a sword in this thing. But no, you just wield the umbrella and just smack people. It does 10 damage, so it's like a diamond sword and a half. So can't really complain. We've got what is that called? What's that thing's full name? Melodic Cudgel, whatever it's called. Basically, it's Roman Torchwood's cane, which you see right at the start of RWBY if you watch it. You can hit people with this. You can't right click with it, you can block with it, or you can shift right click and it turns into its cane gun form, which just shoots a fireball. And an explosion. Boop. Yay. Explosions. Right, after that we've got Junior's Bazooka. Now, Junior's Bazooka is kind of like a baseball bat club type thing, and basically, yeah, just doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage, but obviously has the big massive knockback effect, which is pretty cool. If this weapon's incorporated in the game, it would be pretty lethal, because it can turn into a bazooka and, like, fire another explosive at people, but never mind, it's not really fully incorporated in yet. But still, bazooka looks pretty cool, even though it doesn't do a hell of a lot of damage. After that, we've got the final one that's kind of rendered in Penny's Sword. Ah, poor Penny. Penny's a nice person from the series. I'm sure everyone loves Penny. But yeah, 24 damage, doesn't really do much else. But it looks pretty, and it's got the weird kind of movements going on, which I think is just like the render actually going a bit nuts. But I don't think it's meant to do that, but it does it anyway. So just don't stare at it too long and you'll be fine. Then we'll just ditch all this stuff. Nope, give me back my meat. I need my meat, because anytime I'm going to survive, I get hungry. Anyway, next up we've got the armors. So, two of the favourite things in the armors for me are definitely the mask straight away. Get to them a second. They don't have crafting recipes. I don't think any of this has crafting recipes. No, it doesn't. Nothing has crafting recipes. The giant armor you can get, though, through a boss. But we're just going to quickly grab that. The Atlas, like, there's the Atlas soldier armor, which there's only one set of trousers for it, and then it's just any armor matches up with it, so it's all the same. So it's just like, take your pick. Which Power Ranger do you want to be? Do you want to be the red one, the yellow one, or the blue one? But now let's go in survival. Just quickly show off the armor ratings for this armor. So first off, we've got the masks, which are probably one of the coolest features in this. I quite like the masks. So we've got Adam's mask, which is pretty cool. Adam's mask it's not really meant to show eyes through it or anything. So that's the thing. Then we've got Raven's mask, which is possibly one of the coolest masks in all the series. I quite like this. Armor and a half. So it's like diamond. It's a diamond level. Hold on. I've got diamond armor over here. Can I find the chest? There it is. There we are. But yeah, let's just compare it to diamond quickly. So I put diamond on 1.5. So it is diamond level. Then we've got. I'll do the giant armor next actually. So chest piece does 4. Which is actually better than diamond. No, it does 5, sorry. It does 5. So the giant armor chest piece is pretty good. Helmet gives you 2, so again, basically giant stuff's better than diamond. And I'm pretty sure the giant stuff has absurd durability. Like, I think it's in the regions of like 13,000 or something, or that's just the sword. Something in it has like a massive durability, unless he took that down, which I hope he hasn't. They've got the White Fang uniform, which it's a bit iron armor rating. Makes you look like a White Fang grunt, which if you watch the show you'll know what that is. It isn't actually a bad look. Like if you want to go for matching outfits with your friends on a server with this, there you go, boom, right there. Then we've got the Atlas Soldier stuff, which just makes you look like an Atlas Soldier kind of. But obviously you can like color coordinate, or you can like go different colors and become the Power Rangers or something. This is like full diamond armor rating. Hold on, we just bit by bit. Is this just? That's 1. That gives you 3. That gives you 3, and they give you 1.5. Yeah, it's basically just diamond armor rating. Or just slightly off diamond armor. Almost diamond armor. But regard... Oh no, I just put the White Fang stuff on there. Oh well, never mind. Right, so that was all the different armors, which there's a bunch of them. Just sadly, none of them are craftable. I love it if some of them are craftable, but they're not. You can get the giant armor, but that's it. The rest just have to be spawned in so far. Hopefully I make crafting recipes for soon. So next up, I know I put the diamond armor on, I've put it there for a reason. Next I'll get some of the little fun items we've got here. So some of this is craftable, some of it's not. So we've got the mug, which is a clay, to create a mug. Then with the mug you can get coffee. The coffee, a milk bucket, water bucket, cocoa beans, and a mug. The coffee's alright. The coffee, if you just quickly drink it down, gives you some hunger back and gives you regeneration 3 for a minute. So pretty damn good. I thought I've got a noodle bowl, which is just a bowl with red dye and dandelion, or yellow dye. And then you've got the 2 varieties that come with the bowl. So you've got the fish bowl. Well, actually, first you need to make a noodle bowl, which is 2 wheat and a water bucket. Then you've got the fish bowl, which is 3 fish around the noodle bucket, which I believe will give me other effects. So slash effects. Gingershadow clear. Okay, like... There we go. So we'll try the noodle one first. Noodle one gives me generation 3 as well. And clear again. And fishbowl. Or generation 3. So yeah, it's all the same. Although you don't seem to get your bowls back for the last ones, which is quite sad. Next up we get the glass jar we saw earlier. And you can get the glass jar, and there is the jar of Forever Fall tree sap. I don't know if you can get this. Like, it's possible if you take the jar up to Forever Fall tree, it might work. But Forever Fall is a biome that spawns in the world, and... Oh no, you do get your bowls. It spawns in the world, but it's like really super rare. So, good luck finding it. If you find one, it's a beautiful red biome. I could not find one for this recording. So, if you find one, good on you. But I think the only time I've ever found one is in one of my own series playthrough on my channel. That's been a bit. But anyway, the sap. If I quickly just clear my effects, you can drink the sap. It is a food item. And it gives you speed 3, haste 3, jump boost 3, nausea 3, and regeneration 3. So basically a massive power boost, but in exchange you get a bit nauseous. But imagine having this one in the middle of a fight, that'd be pretty damn good. Other two things we've got here are Pumpkin Pete's Marshmallow Flakes, which is a cereal that does nothing. Does literally nothing. It's just in the game as like kind of accessory. And then we've got Weiss's credit card, which just tells you it's declined because funds have been cut off to it, unfortunately. So you'll not be going spending free today, sir. Then the other two things we have here. We have the scroll, which I'm not going to use right now, but I'll show off later. But basically, this will take you to the other dimension, the Snowy Forest dimension. And you can make this. It's iron, rose iron, frost iron, shadow iron, glass plane, light iron. It's a bunch of different irons and thing. It charges up over time, and then you can just teleport back and forth between the world. Would be careful in server, though. You can get stuck there. And then we've got the final thing here, which I'm just going to quickly grab the... Sure, let's go with my sister. We've got this altar summoning glyph, which is full. It's iron helmet, iron chest, iron leggings, iron sword, 4 movement dust, and a movement dust crystal, which is a movement dust block melted down. And basically, this lets you summon. If it'll let me. On Earth. Okay. Why is it not? This used to work. I know it used to work because I did this before in a different series. Maybe it's broke now. That's quite sad. Alright, well, I'll just show you the mob that's supposed to spawn from it. But no, that used to work. I used to summon them. So that's maybe it's now glitched, or I'm just doing it wrong. Am I doing it wrong? It's like, it could be. I could be doing it wrong. Alright, well, actually, can I go in game? If I go in game mode, will it work? There we go. So it works in game mode. Maybe you've got to have a certain thing for it to work. Or it could be because it's spawned in. But yes, here we have the giant. Basically, 200 health. And I'll just quickly go in. Survival mode for this. He is aggressive. He does swing pretty fast. He is slow, though, which is the one benefit to him. Oh, God, he's got a high range. He's got a very high... I don't know if I want to approach this guy. He's got a very high... I'm just going to go to survival so he doesn't murder me. Has a high range of attacks. I think you're supposed to really use ranged weapons or attack them in teams. But there you go. Killed him, got a bunch of movement dust, and got the iron giant chest piece. And, you know, it's pretty good. You get some of your movement dust back, and you can get the chest piece. You can get the sword and the helmet as well. And it could drop, I think it can drop all 3, but it's just kind of random chance. Now, after this, we have got the different mobs that you can get. So this is fun. These are nice things. So there's a whole bunch of different ones. So we'll start off kind of the basic ones. So we've got the henchman and the white fang. They're basically retextured zombie pigmen. I could go in survival and show off how much they hit, but I probably will die because you saw how much the giant wrecked me. But we'll try it anyway. They're not aggressive straight away. You want to hit me? Oh, they attack like zombie pigmen, and they all attack together, but they're all very weak. They're all going to die. And I got earth dust and movement dust from them. They're pretty weak. They weren't going to last long. I really could use more stuff for like healing up, but oh well. Alright, well after this we've got the Polar Beowulf. I'm just going to show off the different mobs because these ones are quite weak anyway. These ones will die quick soon. And I got the Crucial Morse part from killing that one. Got the Beowulf itself, which is 30, which will just strike down. And there I got a piece of the Stormflower from that one. Got the Alpha Beowulf, which is like a mini boss type thing, but I've never seen actually spawn in the world. So yeah, there you got a bunch of Stormflower stuff from it and a couple of bits of dust. So these things, they basically will give you the other team members' bits. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it will give you the Milo Akura thing, like Kira's one. You can get all the Crucial Morse quite easily. I don't know if you can get all the Stormflower and stuff. Hold on, just put these out of the way. Get all these in. So we've got the other few ones. So we've got the Winter's Beowulf. This one, I'm pretty sure this is one that's supposed to spawn in the Snowy Forest. Also that... Hold on a minute. This is glitched. Never used to do that, but sure. I've got the Ursa, which most of these don't spawn. Like, you'll see the ones that can spawn in a little while. There we go, got a bit of the hammer from that one. I've got the Deathstalker, which... The Deathstalker is kind of glitched, or it was glitched last time I played with it, so... I'm in survival, and it's trying to come get me, but it's having a really hard time moving. Like, it'll move just very slowly, and it can hit you from pretty far away. So, like, getting into it's pretty hard. But it doesn't move very fast. Also, like, you could literally just stand at a distance and shoot it down. But it doesn't spawn yet anyway, so it's kind of alright. It's not too big a deal. Can we just kill you now? Can we kill you? I want to see what you drop. Show me what you drop. Come on. There we go. And you drop some dust crystals. For magma dust. Although it doesn't spawn yet, so that's the thing. I now got Zwei, which... Zwei is awesome. Zwei is a retextured dog, and he's the dog from the show, and you can tame him, and he's gotten away from me. Zwei, no! Come back, Zwei! Love me, there we go. So you can actually get your own Zwei if you want. You just kind of have to spawn it in first. But so that's all the items and stuff. The only other things left to show are the houses that can spawn in the world, because I did manage to find one of these. So these little houses will spawn in the middle of the world, just randomly. And... oh, my dog actually followed me. They're quite easy to spot just because of how they're made. And they're just filled to brim with dust. So you'll find, basically it's always fixed that these dusts will be in the walls, but you'll find a chest that'll have different dusts in it. I've never found one with magma dust, so maybe there's a rare chance magma dust will spawn, but I've never seen one. I've opened a lot of these, so that's the thing. Also, tons of books and quartz if you want them, and bricks. Also serves well as a nice little house to stay in if you want to for a day. You know, you could totally do that. Now... the last thing I can show off, because I can't find a Foreverfall Forest, it does spawn in Overworld, but I can do this. Right-click with the scroll, and we can go to the Snowy Forest. Which, there you go, has all the different... oh, it doesn't have all the different variables. These are the only Grimm that actually spawn naturally. And, yeah, it's these Grimm. It's the polar bear ones. Basically, kill them a bunch. If I just quickly kill more of them. There you go, I've seen a few of them have died in trees here. They spawn in mass amounts, by the way, so if you go here, be prepared for a fight, because they will fight you. And you'll get a ton of Crochet Morse parts, so you can create the Crochet Morse. Like, just saying, right, you come here, kill a bunch of these, you'll get Crochet Morse, you'll get tons of Crochet Morse. Because they're not actually that hard to kill either, they swarm you, which is kind of the big deal. Other than that, though, it's just that it's a frozen biome, and it's just always frozen. That's basically it for the biome, there's not much else to it. No other Grimm can spawn yet, it's still to be worked into the mod, but overall, it's still a brilliant mod for what's here, just because the weapons are so cool. It brings a kind of different aspect to the game. Like, as you can see, I'm using this weapon just for travel. Like, I know I'm in creative mode, but I don't, like, even if I wasn't in creative mode, I'd still be able to, like, travel this. Also, along ice, this is a fun sword to use on ice. Because you can just, like, slide along, so, like, you can just go boop. See? This is fun. I enjoy this. I have fun with ice in this weapon. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the mod. That's pretty much everything that's in it. All the stuff that's kind of like, it's in the mod, but it's not there. You can't access it without creative mode yet, but, you know, for what's in the mod so far, it's pretty good. And hopefully it'll get updated again soon. And the stuff that's already in the mod, but can't be accessed yet, hopefully that'll get, like, made accessible. Because some of it looks really cool, and some of it is really cool. It's just, we're just kind of lacking ammo for some of it, and we're lacking crafting recipes for some. But other than that, it all looks, like, it looks so beautiful. Like, these swords look amazing. Freaking, I love this mod because of mainly the look it gives you for the weapon and stuff. Like, it's a nice, beautiful texture for it. Anyway, though, guys, that is all for this then. So links in the description down below, so you can get the mod yourself if you want. It's 1.7.10. I think it's in version 6 or 7 right now. And I'm hoping when Season 4 RWBY comes out, the guy will get kind of inspired to start grading it even more. So hopefully we'll get more updates soon, because if anything's going to kick a mod creator into working on a mod, it's going to be the show that they're making the mod about. So fingers crossed. Anyway, other than that, though, be sure to like if you enjoyed the review, and thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you all next time for whatever it is I get up to my channel next. Anyway, goodbye, everybody.